I don't remember many of my early childhood, but there is one memory that sticks in my mind and will probably never go. I was about 5 or 6, and up until that point, I was surrounded by the love of my family and my friends, protected from the outside world. And the day that I'm thinking of was the first day that I walked into a classroom of other children. And I walk in, and the children look at me, and they laugh at me. And some of the children even copied the way I looked, with the short neck and the bend in my spine. And the teacher says, "Don't copy him, or you may end up like that." Now, that's not the kind of thing a 5-year-old, 6-year-old needs to hear from someone in authority. But remember, that was the 60s, and political correctness and equal opportunities hadn't even been invented. And people just said what they thought. But to hear that from that teacher gave me the instruction that I was different, and my difference was bad. And you know what? The thing that really hurt was being laughed at. So, to protect myself from that, I created a joker, a clown. So that rather than people laugh at me and the way I was, they could laugh at my jokes, my comedy. And then it didn't hurt when people laughed. And I got really good at it. I was always playing the comedy characters in school shows. I continued to do that in musicals. I did stand-up comedy at university. I even did the warm-up for Lenny Henry when he came to visit. And much of my TV career, I have used comedy within the programs that I make. But there was a consequence of being like this. And the consequence was I couldn't feel love. Because I wasn't sure whether people loved my clown or they loved me. And it wasn't till I was around 30 I went and did a very deep workshop, and I got to see my act, my clown act. And I also got to see that I didn't need it anymore. Yes, I needed it when I was a child. I needed to protect myself. It was the only way I was going to survive. But now I was older and wiser. That act was no longer serving me. All it was actually doing was keeping people at a distance. So there was me here, my heart. Here was my protection, my clown. And here was people. So even if they were sending me love, it was boom, boom, boom on my clown. And I wasn't feeling it. And as soon as I stood up and communicated and acknowledged that that's what I'd been doing, opened, and I felt love. I also believe people felt the love from me because I was blocking what was coming from here to them. Now, I'm not saying acts are bad. We have many different acts. I mean, I have a father act. I have a businessman act. I still have the clown comedy act. I have the lover act. I have all these different acts. But I now use them consciously. There is a time to be a businessman. There is time to be an absolutely focused director. There is time to be a warm, caring, open, loving father. I am not a victim of my act anymore. I just have them. So to be truly authentic, you need to let go of your acts. You don't need to pass them away. You just need to say, do you know what? That's an act, and I'm choosing to do it. And today, I'm choosing not to act and just be me. Because when you're just you, you can feel the love and the emotion from around you, and people can feel the love coming from you. And if you really want to connect with your tribe, with your audience, through video, you've got to open this and have no act. You have to be you. Because that little act, that little bit of glamour, that little bit of joke, if it's not coming from here, and it's coming from here, where most people run their acts, people will not feel you, and they will not get you.